Hi, welcome to Stand Up Comics. I'm your host, Paul Siebert, and we're here at Comic World in beautiful downtown Huntington. Today we're going to be talking about a variety of topics. There's a very cool new book from Ape Entertainment that I think you're going to like. I'm going to also talk about a trend in DC Comics that is just driving me crazy lately, and then after that I'm going to help you navigate this week's issue of previews. So, hold on tight and enjoy the show. First comic I'm going to talk about is The Black Coat, from the fine folks at Ape Entertainment. The Black Coat is sort of a cross between the Wild Wild West, Zorro, and Kolchak the Night Stalker, set against the backdrop of the American Revolution. It's about this masked hero who is going around swashbuckling and battling the British, who have now in this evil conspiracy with the group known as the League, who have all sorts of sinister plots lined up for our heroes. And in this first issue, it actually picks up off of Cliffhanger from the first miniseries, because we thought the Black Coat died, but, well, you know, this is comics, so he gets better in this issue. But anyway, the story is written by Ben Lucius, Adam Coggan, and illustrated by Francisco Francavilla. This is precisely the type of talent that Marvel loves to snatch up and then give, just put him on a Spider-Man versus the Vulture miniseries. Picking up the new issue of Blue Beetle, which is, in recent months, really becoming one of my favorite superhero titles. And I pick it up, and this is just something that is driving me crazy about DC Comics lately. Pick it up, it feels a little heavier than usual, and I'm all excited. I'm thinking, hey, it's Blue Beetle teaming up with Superman. Maybe they put a few extra pages in the story. Maybe they're running a little long this month. And I open it up, inside, special advertising section. They got a Batman comic promoting Big League Chew. And this thing goes on for 8 pages. Remember those old Hostess commercials they'd put in the comics where, you know, Spider-Man would stop the bad guy with fruit pies or Twinkies? People love those, but they were only half a page. This is 8 pages long. Really, I don't understand this. And they also got Cal Ripken Jr. somehow involved in this. I have no idea how they talked him into doing this wacky sort of celebrity endorsement, but it basically plays out like one of those episodes of the new Scooby-Doo movies, you know, where they would just be in town and all of a sudden they meet Don Adams. But anyway, Penguin kidnaps Cal Ripken Jr., and I just have no idea why DC Comics just... And it's not just this month. They do it practically every month. I pick up one of their books, and it's never something like Infinite Crisis. It's always a book like Blue Beetle or Gotham Central, which is canceled now, but you get my point. Pick it up, and inside they have like a 10-page comic promoting Heroescape or Garbage Pail Kid trading cards or pennies or little packets of goldfish crackers, and it's just driving me nuts. I understand outside advertising is a good source of revenue for the publishers, but can they just find something more reasonable to do with it? I don't know. Move it to the back, put it in a little bag inside the comic so I can actually take the stupid Big League Chew comic out, so it's not interrupting my Blue Beetle story. And people wonder why so many people just wait for the trades now. Alright, now if you're a serious die-hard comic fan, or you're just curious what's all out there, each month Diamond Distribution, the evil empire that they are, they put out this huge book called Previews. If you've never seen it, it's like the old Sears catalogs you'd get once a year that'd have all the toys in it, only you get it every month. And it is a huge thing. You get like hundreds of pages of previews of upcoming comics, and you get past that, there are t-shirts and models and action figures and all sorts of crazy stuff that you never knew existed, so it's just something I like checking out every once in a while, but it can be absolutely baffling to navigate for a new comics fan.
Huh?
it's gotten so big that they actually have a separate magazine now, which comes with it, for the Marvel comics. But anyway, I love checking out previews on a monthly basis just because there is just so much stuff in it, but it can be rather overwhelming if you're new to comics, so I'm going to break down the top 5 picks for the month of August.
98% Tom DeFalco.
Everything you'll need to know, all good books, 98% Tom DeFalco free.
DeFalco free.
Let's get started. My number 5 pick for the month of August is Kyle Baker's Special Forces. This is a dark comedy based loosely on a real-life incident a year or so ago in which an 18-year-old boy with autism was recruited into the Army, and this is essentially a slapstick / dark comedy in the tradition of MASH and Stripes and Delta Farce. Well, hopefully it's better than Delta Farce. The actual solicitation is, what happens when desperate Army recruiters fall below quota at the same time as the President calls for additional troops? Find out in Special Forces. Okay, now before I get on to my number 4 pick, just saw something in Marvel's previews that just made me smile. You see, a few months ago, Marvel Comics decided to bring back The Champions, which was a 70s super team which was the greatest comic ever because it had Hercules and Ghost Rider fighting giant bees. Sadly, this new version isn't going to feature Hercules or Ghost Rider or giant bees, but it is written by Matt Fraction, who's on a heck of a run with the Punisher, so maybe you should be checking it out, but Marvel can't call it The Champions because apparently the folks who make the role-playing game, Champions, didn't want Marvel putting out a book with that title. So Marvel is tangled up in some kind of legal dispute, and they're going to have to change the name of the book. And the book comes out next month in July. And lo and behold, we have the preview for August. They have a solicitation for the 2nd issue, and what does it say? In big red letters, series title to be announced, number 2. And I'm hoping that's what they put on the cover of the comic. I want the logo to be in big red letters. Series title to be announced. Number 1. First collector's. In fact, I'm adding series title to be announced to my pull list. Okay, my number 4 pick, and this is strictly for nostalgic reasons, is DC Comics Showcase presents Captain Carrot and the Incredible Zoo Crew. Yes, they have if you've never seen DC Showcase collections, these are black and white, huge trade paperbacks, which are about the size of a phone book, or, for that matter, an issue of previews. And this one contains not only the first 20 issues of Captain Carrot, but also a preview story which appeared in the pages of New Teen Titans number 16. Captain Carrot was this very wacky, very kiddie-friendly sort of Mighty Mouse, funny animal parody book, which DC Comics did for a few years in the 80s, and it wasn't a big seller, but pretty much anyone who read it at the time has very fond memories. It's very silly and very kid-friendly, but it's something that you might want to share with your kids or read for yourselves. But anyway, just be sure to check it out. If you've never seen any of DC's Showcase editions, they're practically the size of these books. It's like 500 or more pages of story. This one contains the first 20 issues of Captain Carrot, along with the preview and the pages of Teen Titans, and it's only $16.99. So you can't really beat that price, so check it out.